Alright, everyone. Good evening to you, and welcome to the show. We are gonna load up the Glebenstein, Gleba, I don't know, apparently Gleba is like the inside of a nut, or like some kind of squishy part of the fruit, or something. It's weird. It's definitely weird. Suiting for what it is. But yeah, I got some good ideas here for how we're gonna set up the science part of Gleba and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Buckle up. Let's just load without mods here. All right, here we go. Let's jump into it. Yeah, not that one, not the be right back. The hey, we're here. Okay. All right, so what do we got here? Yeah, this stuff lasts a while, so that's great. So what I was thinking is, I was like, well, what if we made like a 2-block wide solution here? I think that's gonna be how we do it. Ooh. I think we oh man, we're making spores all over. They're probably, yeah, they're getting upset at us. Ah, here we go. Let's see how our turrets do. Shouldn't have a problem. Oh yeah, they just wreck them. Splat. You did. Oh, there's some more over here. Oh, let's see how the turrets do against this one. Oh, they straight up killed one of my... I didn't even realize that I built one over there. Man, these things are weird. Okay, anyways. So yeah, I think the point was here I'm consuming 1.2 and here I'm making 0.3, 0.3, 0.6, so just over 1.2. But I think what I wanted to do was something a little bit different where... Like, this is still fine. This is making more. This is making 0.4. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna have 4 of them. Just take that away for the moment. I don't know. This is just kind of something I had. It's kind of just something I had in mind, which would go something like this. So then we could go down and then we can come in. I think the point was to bring this in as such. I think first one's got to be pentapod. That's just the way it's got to be. Okay, and then we do that. So then we have... Right? Okay. So then we set that up like that. And then this can also... We can do a spoilage filter here. Not an issue. Make sure that's on the correct side. Okay, and then from there, basically, right. So what it's gonna do, no, that doesn't work. Actually, I think we just need both pentapods and spoilage coming out here. Yeah, there's a bit of limitation there, but I think that does work as long as we get... Like, nutrients can be on this belt. That's fine. Just gonna move these over for now. So again, we're producing 0.4, 0.4. So producing 1.6. And we're consuming here 1.2. So then the other thing we want is these, which consumes 0.1. And I don't think we're going to need very many of these. In fact, we could probably get away with just one. But then I'm thinking, what if like what if we're definitely just gonna burn the excess. I think that's the plan. Right, so we kind of do this where it's like we build the biochambers and then feel like we could just also burn. Like, do we need to? Like, do we just straight up do something like that, and then say like, so this is kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see if there's any merit into this. So first of all, this needs nutrients. This actually needs quite a bit of nutrients, which is fine. And it needs all of the other things. Circuits, metal, landfill. This needs bioflux. We can probably... This needs bioflux and pentapods and of course nutrients. So we could bring bioflux in here. And then just belt it around. Right? And then that way, easy enough to... Well, I guess we need an output as well. I think we're okay to make it and then like have, yeah, I think we're okay to make it, and in a similar fashion, like just have one module here where we're producing this stuff. It's just pentapods and nutrients and water, which is like, that's not an issue. That's not hard at all. I was thinking about, I'm like, do we need to put more nutrients on the belt? We should only request nutrients into here if this is empty. We should only really... Yeah, let's chain these together. And say only request this, enable, disable nutrients in here is less than, I don't know, 4,000, right? That means these things are probably going to spoil, but that's fine. Disabled, because like we got way too much. This can just be 75. Oh, that's awesome, buddy. Yeah, you gotta enjoy the game too when you got time for it, right? Totally cool. I am going to increase the amount. How was it? What were you up to? Were you playing your solo mission? Or were you playing the server that you have, your friends? There we go. Just boosted all the nutrients. Probably don't need it. Like, it seems like things are running just fine. But yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. We have so much of everything. Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, what if we just max this out? Like who am I kidding? I have a plan. Haha, buddy, gotta use the train system that I totally need the priority circuit. Right? Like it's cool that you run into the same problem. Like honestly, the easiest method is really just to it's really just to have trains that only go to one thing, like copper trains, iron trains, just like it was before, right? But that's no fun. So, you know, pick up my train blueprint. Actually, I might need to still update it. I don't know. I think I need to update it, quite frankly. I should do that tonight, or even potentially right now, because I did, like, now with the unloading stations. Yeah, the unloading stations have, yeah, so they're updated here. So I still have to do another. I've got 2 tutorial videos, and I've just been so deadly busy this week that I haven't gotten around to doing any, like, I've been doing this series more than anything. And the cool thing about the series, I'm not getting a lot of views, but I'm getting longer views, and like more of the loyal community who's actually really enjoys my content is watching that. So it's cool, and I kind of just want to keep doing that for the sake of that community. But then I'm also like, hey, yeah, I gotta, oh, am I running out of power? What's going on over here? Why do I not have, I should have my rocket fuel going. What's going on with that? This is a bit of a problem. Fulgora, give me rocket fuel. Yeah, I think I should just have left that in here to begin with. Let's say 400. How much is a stack? Yeah, 400 is fine. Bro, how do you build your Spidertrons? I haven't even built a Spidertron yet, actually, so I don't. That's the short answer. Here's rocket fuel. So what's going on over here? Something's jammed. With way too much spoilage. Is this inner belt not getting clear? Cleaned of spoilage? What's getting put onto it? Oh, because there's tons of rocket fuel up here. What's going on? Oh, you know what's probably going on? Request from buffer chest. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that's terrible. All because of the request from buffer chest. Every dang time. Absolutely, absolutely. But hey, easy fix, and we're back in the game. So what's going on over here? Jelly cube. Oh, this actually can't be the filter of jelly cube. It has to just be empty. I was just using that to build. I was just using that to remind myself when I was building, but it can't be because there'll be potentially spoilage on the belt. But now we are building rocket fuel once again, so that's not a problem. And I set up a little bit of a stop here. Like, we've got full plastic right now, so I just stopped these 2 belts when that plastic's full. And I should probably also stop the requesting of this. But like, I don't know. I mean, that's not impossible, but it's so like cheap to just leave the whatever. Let the nutrients spoil on the belt. That's not a problem at all. It will sort itself out. So, back to over here. This is what we're trying to do. Okay, so what I'm thinking is some kind of cycle. It's got to cycle back on itself. Let's just bring this up a little bit. There we go. Oh, geez. I didn't even know I had so many in me. But yeah, apparently I think I had like 20 in, just chilling inside of me, actually. Just in my pocket. But yeah, I think for the Spidertron thing, like that'll be a future episode, and maybe not even too far away after we get Gleba going here. Cause yeah, like I don't even think I have that research yet. Spider, no, I don't. And this is my single player game. Yeah, we need to get rockets, and that's a Gleba thing. So, but these take raw fish, portable fusion. These are not too complicated. How about these? They need carbon fiber. So I'll probably end up shipping carbon fiber out of Gleba and then building these on Novice and shipping rocket turrets out of Novice. Although splitters can't connect to circuits. That is correct. And one of my friends was like, how to outfit it. Okay, yeah. And I would say that's going to be similar to how, like, maybe 2 of these. It depends, though. Like, you can have Spidertrons for various different tasks. Yeah, and so you could have, like, builder Spidertrons that are equipped to be builders and, like, go out and expand your base. Or you can have, like, a fleet. So that's probably what I would suggest is, like, experiment with having builder Spidertrons and having military Spidertrons. So you can have like a group of 5 military Spidertrons that go out and clean everything up and kill everything, and then you can have your builder Spidertrons that can expand your grid. And yeah, Green, you're not one of my friends was saying that same thing, and I thought it was madness, but you know, it actually seems like it could be somewhat intelligent. It seems like it would be a thing that you would be able to do, right? Yeah, so now if I'm bringing this in, how does this work then if it's a big old circle like this? That's the issue, I guess, because I can only fit 2 here. I could put, no, because pentapods can go out. Pentapod eggs can go out and in, kind of in the same fell swoop, and it's actually pretty simple because then we can take this and we can say put pentapod eggs in here, but only if they are if there's more than a certain amount. I think I wanted to put yeah, see, doing the round design kind of blows my mind a little bit here. So I'm like, well, because like, do I go through the middle? Is there ever a world where I go through the middle? And if so, why? Like, yeah, we can just put turrets around it, so if anything goes wrong, like, boom. And we will, but I still want to keep this as efficient as possible, where we're not just, like, that it can't break. And pulls the oldest. So when you set this kind of filter, spoiled first, selects item based on spoilage percentage. Ah, it does. Right, so So like I could keep a maximum, because each of these recipes takes 1, right? So I could keep a maximum of 8 on the belt, and this only takes, it's 15 seconds to craft, and they actually last for how long? They last for 15 minutes, so it's whatever's in reach. Right. Which is why I'm kind of like, well, what if I just put them all into a chest? See, the thing is, I want to kind of somehow prioritize it so it's like, first they go back into these machines, then they go... Right, a train car is a container. I know you love that, Green. You're just like, put a train car in the middle of it and you can pull the oldest one. Yeah, if I'm always pulling the oldest from the chest, then process those first, leave the newest to be duplicated. Yeah, because they reset their timer too. Like, that's a beautiful thing about it. But I think what we could do is just say, if there's more than 8 on the belt, then we can just put them in the chest. Or we could even do a stack size thing. We don't really need to do a stack size thing, but we could probably do a stack size thing where it's like the amount on the belt minus 8 is the stack size. So if there's 10 on the belt, then stack size is 2. And then that way it always leaves 8 on the belt. And then every 15 seconds, like, they're being picked up, right? Or does that not make sense? Because, yeah, I want to have a stash of them at all times. But then I want to push them to a production facility. What does a production facility like that look like? But then... Alright. Let's see. Oh, this is apparently not working anymore. Oh, because I actually don't have jelly cubes in a chest, which I should have jelly cubes in a chest. I should just have like a buffer chest here for each of these, and then say, well, let's move this here for a second, and then just say, if jelly cube is less than 20, right, or furnace if labs are full, like that's, and then this has a filter of jelly cubes. Then that's gonna kickstart and then this is Yamako mash. And this is just saying if your Mako mash is less than 20, then stick some in there. Oh, and trash unrequested. Oh, trash unrequested, but now I just need to request. Yeah, so it won't trash that. And similarly here, jelly request that 100. Yeah, which is fine. We can probably request 50 of each because we're only supposed to store 20 or so in there. We shouldn't really have this stuff in storage anyways? Right? Like, why is this being stored there? I don't know. But it'll just turn to spoilage anyways. But now, yeah, that was able to then kickstart both of these. Whatever. It'll turn to spoilage and then get burnt. Yeah, so I'm kind of like set on this type of design. But that means I'm like, well, what if we do something like this? And then spoilage goes out, but then pentapods come this way. Right? And then this can be like a chest here. And then we just say, look, like you're only putting nutrients in from this side, and then you're putting pentapod eggs in this side. I feel like that, I feel like something like this can work. So you're only putting nutrients in from that side, where you're putting the eggs and the spoilage out. I kind of want spoilage to be on the inside, or nutrients to be on the inside for this side. But then here, you can put your eggs back in, and then it goes out, right? Like that kind of is a prioritization of it, right? So if it puts out here, then it's going to go back around, and then it's going to get filtered into here. Then it's going to get used up first. So these should always technically be full. I think I'd like to have an overstack size of 1. And then basically, because it always produces 2, right? 2 from 1. So there's always going to be a new one coming in. And I think I'd like to just say, hey, look, like, include in crafting the 1. So, right, include the one that's in crafting, so that only if the pentapod egg is 0, then are you going to actually put 1 back in the machine. So it keeps a really tight grip on it. Well, I guess so. Like this saying 30 nutrients. The actual, I can put these in here. So the actual consumption is for 5 of these nutrients is what? Is a yummy value of 2 megajoules. So these 8 will use less than 1 per second. So you're right, like 8 times 4 is 32. Oh geez, that is a lot of nutrients. That's 1632. That's 64 nutrients per second just for... That's 64 nutrients per second just for the recipes itself. Dang, that's actually a really good point. Like there's literally no way that we can do that, except maybe if we put like a, so instead of 8, yeah, that's gonna be so much more in consumption though. So what if it's like this? Okay. not very nice of a number, but maybe this works. But then still, the thing is that we're going to have like design this very, very differently, because we need like full belt nutrients. But this is then almost 0.3 for each one instead of 0.4, which is okay. And then that's 5.59. 5.59. Let's see. 5.59 nutrients times 8. So 45 basically per second for all of them. So that's actually more manageable. It's still not half a belt. Which is like, okay. Right, so if it's 0.3 times 4 is 1.2, 2.4, or we do 0.4, which would be 1.6 for half. I don't know. I'm really questioning this design now. But I'm also just wondering if we can do something like this instead. Which just gives us a little bit more room, because we're gonna need that anyways. Because if we're gonna have the pentapods, we're gonna have to have the pentapods on their own belt. These are actually gonna be out that way. So this would say that derp. Spoilage should actually also go. Well, maybe we don't need it to turn in that case to be like that. Let's just get rid of that for a second. And just think, do we really need this to be like this? I kind of like it better, right? Need pipes. Or am I not getting pipes? Are we not building pipes? Okay, now we got pipes. Okay, so either way, we have one full belt now of... We have one full belt of the Doo-Wackies. Right? Isn't it amazing, Terry? Like, it's so much better. It makes so much possible just in that. Okay, but then can we still do this? Yes, but I want it there. We want to read contents. 1 jabillion pentapod eggs. Am I right? Am I like doing it overboard by trying to make 0.3, 0.6, 1.2 pentapod eggs? I guess I'm just trying to think of the science, right? Yeah, like as long as I'm managing them properly, it shouldn't really matter. And yes, we might need to make more. I don't think we're going to need to make, like, we've got tons of nutrients. That's not an issue at all. Nutrients are flowing. Right, and this should be disabled. Yeah, these are disabled. How much science do you want? Yeah, do you have a rake out? I didn't load it up because I had to close, but it didn't seem to work great with pentapods either. But like, I think ideally it would be nice to have around 3 per second or 4 per second. The aim is to have at least 2 per second, but I think 4 per second. And so like 2 per second would be just a bit less than this. This would make 2.25 per second, and we'd use 1.5 per second. So if this is making 0.3, 0.3, 0.6, 1.2 per second, then like, you know, it's not that much. This needs 1.5 per second, and this is only making 1.2 per second. So twice as much, and we're only going to be able to really supply maybe this much. We'll see. Okay, so I think I'm on to something here. So we take the pentapod eggs out. We go this way. This goes over. We cut that, paste it there. So this is going to be nutrients. Right, but that's why I'm saying, like, if I hover over this right now, it's 0.18 in and 0.47 out. So if I just call it 0.17 in, that's 0.3 roughly. It's actually a little bit less than 0.3. It's 0.29 is the amount. So if I'm producing 0.47 per second, but I'm consuming 0.18 per second, I'm getting 0.29 per second. So you're 100% on point. Now it's just like, okay. So then this, all in all, would produce, let's say, 0.29, right? If I'm doing my math right, plus 1, whatever. 0.47 minus 0.18, 0.29 times 8. So I'm getting 2.32. So I'll just keep that on my other monitor for a second and say this is going to produce, this is going to consume 2. And I might be able to like use productivity modules in here. This one's supposed to be 3 and this one's supposed to be 8. So if we do something like, I don't know, that's going to reduce it, that's going to reduce it. And maybe we can use 2 productivity modules in each one. And then some efficiency modules. And that's going to consume 0.4 each, which would be 0.8, 1.6. We can't really get this up to 8. Like I'd ideally like to have, you know, like this kind of shape going on. But we also want some to produce biolabs, but biolabs are not going to be always produced. That's like a very, very rarely produced kind of thing. So, but then this is doing kind of 2.4 per second, which is kind of what I want, which is probably fair. Like this kind of design, instead of doing this, then that's probably fine. So now we just have to think like, okay, do I just go back onto the belt, or what do I do here as I go? Well, actually, this should be prioritized so that all of the, at this point, that all of the stuff that we put in the box is after consumption. So it might actually be waiting a second, right? It will wait. It'll put it out, it'll put its 2 out, and then it'll come around here, and in this case it'll take all the way around the entire thing for it to get in based on this design, which is like, is that ideal? Probably not. I guess the alternative is to have it just insert from the same side. So as soon as like one of them outserts, then the other one can insert, which is kind of why I changed the design to have these pipes here instead. So maybe we do that just to kind of, I don't know. Let's get some kind of consistent, oops. Let's get some kind of consistent design going on here. And then we say, will these things be able to go fast enough though? I don't know. In fact, being this way means that they can probably go like that. That way I'll like put that there, and then I'll just say, so a stack size of 1. And then instead of connecting this one like that, we just say this one is the one that's that. So as long as there's absolutely nothing in here, auto insertion limit 2, because like, but I don't know, is that fine? That's fine if there's 2 in there, right? Whatever, we don't need a stack size, I don't think. In fact, we don't even need that. Like we just don't need that. It's just, if there's 2 in there and they last for 15 minutes and it takes 15 seconds for them to construct, then we're not going to have any problems as long as we keep feeding this thing with nutrients, which is not a problem. Like, we have so much of this stuff at this point, we don't even know what to do with it. So we have so much nutrients, we have like thousands and thousands of nutrients. So what did I say here? Less than 4,000? Like, sure, we can just bump this up to 6,000. There's not going to be a problem with nutrients. The problem is like going to be getting spoilage off the belt if it just all spoils on the belt. But anyways, okay, let's get this thing going. So yeah, I think that's what we do. We just give her, and then now, do we even need to do anything here? I don't think so. I think we could probably just extract if we pull them off the belt and we just say, hey look, if there's more than 8 on the belt, or maybe 16, then put them in here. And then I'll have a requester chest that just requests them into science. And maybe I'll build like some kind of thing here where I say this, and then I have this here, Yo, we got Frio from... Yeah, that kind of looks fake, so... from Twitch. Oh wow, look, that's so cool. Add me on Discord. No. Okay, and then... Right, so then it's like flow by science, flow by this biochamber builder, then get burnt. Something like that. And then we're just continuing to build more and more. But then we'll just burn if there's an excess on the belt. So we'll pull it from there and then we'll request all of it. This will be like an active provider chest actually. And this is going to be connected to the belt instead of the chest. And you're just going to say only when pentapod eggs are greater than 16. And this will just have a stack size of 2. Most spoiled first. That's not going to do anything, I guess. But yeah, there we go. So now it'll monitor that. And we will... we'll have to get our spoilage out as well, which is going to be... Actually, we're going to need that on a spoilage monitor on both sides. But in this case, I think we're good if we flip it. So that it goes out and then it goes in. So that, yeah. Okay, and then a spoilage monitor, because we're putting our spoilage out on that belt. Otherwise, like we could put our spoilage out, but then we could do something like this, and we just say, hey, look, spoilage. We put spoilage out here. We just get rid of the spoilage here. Just so that we only need one belt to filter, which is going to be the inner belt, I guess. Actually. Well, if this is spoilage, we know it's spoilage, but I guess this is what I'm doing. Yeah, because then yeah, I don't know, then it's kind of jank, like trying to fit it in here and whatnot, and so, I don't know, maybe this is not a great idea. Just because we can't quite fit that in there. But we could maybe fit it here. Yeah, this might not be totally a bad idea. Right? There we go. Yeah, I like it. Okay. That way spoilage is kind of consolidated. It's only going to be on the inner belt because then we are going to feed... then we need to feed our inner belt. This can go basically anywhere. Like, actually can go anywhere. Right? So then we can do some kind of, like, I don't know, how are we gonna get the nutrients on both sides of the belt? Like we need, let's just say we have a requester chest here. Then we have something like this. And then we have something like this, right? So like this is kind of how we have to get it in on this belt, but obviously that doesn't fit. Or it does. It does. It's a little awkward, but it fits. Yeah. We just got to get our circuitry stuffed in there, which I think there's just enough room for. No, there's not actually there. But we can do something like this, and we want this to say nutrients times -1, output as nutrients, and then this say nutrients of, I guess, 120, and then just connect that to that, and we can just set requests in a moment. I mean, I think I feel like everything's kind of set up here. Oh, those are already like what, maxed out? Oh, that's not touching those, that outer two. No, that ruins everything. That ruins everything. Oh no. All right. Do we redesign it now already? Like, it's a kick in the balls. As if I didn't notice that before. No, the things and the stuff and the, oh no, that's terrible. So, oh no. Yeah, this one's not being touched by that. It's gonna use more nutrients. So, I don't know, the perfectionist in me is like, fix it, you gotta fix it. That's not good. Be nice if I just had like a better beacon. Efficiency is the only thing that changed, not the, and the power. So I think we need to change that. We're going backwards here. I'm just gonna put that over there in case I want it later. Might seem like we're going backwards, but we are going forwards. But we have to change. Let's also just move that over there for now. We've got to change this up. We can't do this design. That's the issue. Which is okay. It'll be more compact. Hey. There we go. It's new knowledge. Of course it's forwards. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate your attitude, Terry. That's good. I mean, that's how I play, so it's just like, you know what? I enjoy the factory for the sake of the factory. It's just, that's, you know, I have no pressure when I'm playing. I'm just like, hey, I'm just playing, and eventually I'm gonna get to a design that I'm really happy with, and that's why I love this game. Okay, so this is kind of what we're looking at now. The basis of it. We're probably not going to have these here. But I'm thinking maybe like we have to have then pipes. That's a must, which means there's only 2 slots here. And we need, if we have 5.59 times 8 is again 45. So that's plus the amount to run it is, it's not much because they're at 1500. That's 300, 600. So it's just over like 1 per second to run them all, I think. Is fine. But that being said, we should just focus then on this. That's got to be there. Like, that's an absolute must. And then do we just go out with them? like, just get that out of the way for a second. We could do something where alright, like we got our pentapods going in, our eggs, and then we just have an active provider chest there that's going to get rid of the excess eggs after these have been taken. And then we do this, we kind of get into this again. We say pentapod eggs go this way. And if they're like, their stack size of 2, then they're always going to have enough for 30 seconds anyway. So that should be not important for going around. And that just means that any, you know, that's prioritizing putting them back in, and then they get dumped. Anything else gets dumped. Then we just need to filter. We need to say, okay, this is going to be that again, where we say spoilage. Well, pentapod, then spoilage. And then we definitely need this kind of thing though, which sucks that there's that much demand for. We're getting 2.32 per second out of this, like, but there's that much demand for nutrients, it's actually brutal. Right, because like there's no real way to fit this in the design, like at all. The only thing to do would be to like put it off to the side and then just, you know, just do that. Which is not ideal, but I don't know, I mean, and that's actually on the wrong belt anyways. Which it can't be like that anyways. It's gonna have to be something like this, and then we just, I don't know. This can come in just a hair then. Well, not really, because we have to do that. Or is there a smarter way to just get that on the belt? Like on both sides? Because we also have to filter off spoilage. But that's okay, that can go there. That's easy enough. But then there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a smarter way to get that amount of nutrients onto the belt. Like this theoretically would be a working design, right? So what am I fussing about? Well, this thing comes like sticks off to the side. Like, I don't know. I mean, come on. How ugly is that? Like, if I could do this and then like somehow, I don't know, like that, right? Like there's no way, there's just no way. Or is there a way? There's no way. This is crazy thinking right now, right? Like the only thing would be like maybe put that. No, there's no way. I'm going crazy, guys. I'm still sad. Okay, I'm not really that sad, guys. I'm like we're chill, we're good. We're 100%, you know, we're even at like beep boop pop energy, you know, right now, you know. So, you know, don't worry about it. But I think that's it. Like I think I just accept the fact that it's a little weird like that and just run with it. It's a little weird, but you know, who's not a little weird sometimes, right? So I think that's it. But then point is, I also need to make a requester chest that requests all of the eggs. And this one's a little bit different because I think we just need we need nutrients there, we need nutrients here, and pentapod eggs. But then we have like a requester chest for the goods for there. Oh, this one's apparently out of service. Right, so like something like that's totally fine. But then we go around like this and we have pentapod eggs and nutrients on there, and then we have, or do we have pentapod eggs and, because we need nutrients here. So I feel like maybe we could kind of go down one and then have nutrients, oops, nutrients here go around, and then, oh, what are you guys doing over here? This isn't your house. Whatever, we'll go take your eggs later. And I also need to get rockets going before doing any of that stuff. So maybe I should consider that. Like, how do I build a rocket silo? I need electric engines. We need lots of concrete. I think I have concrete building over here already. Yes. We can just say less than 2,000. That's easy enough. Electric engines, blue circuits. Like, how do I build blue circuits here? Or do I just request them in from novice because I'm already building them there? I should actually already have a bunch here. Yeah, I do. Yeah, no problems there. But then electric engines. We should get an electric engines build going on. So we kind of need that before getting science up and running. But I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying the build here. Okay, so this is easy enough to request all the other things except the pentapod eggs and the nutrients. And then we just put like a buffer chest there and say this is going to take a request for all of our biochambers, which is going to be what, 960 for the box. And then we just say we actually don't want to control it on the output inserter. We want to control it on the input inserter. Basically just say don't put more pentapod eggs in there after we have X amount of biolabs. Biochambers. Yeah, really? You can fly? Too heavy for a rocket. Yeah. You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me, man. You got me going on over here. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah. Well, I could fly the electric engines over here. How much? I was curious last night. I was thinking, like, how much plastic stack size, rocket capacity? Wow. You have to craft the silo in space. Can you? So you could actually like craft the silo in space and then drop it down. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, so that's going to be pentapod eggs, and this is going to be nutrients. And these don't really take that much nutrients. Like, I guess I kind of have them set up to take quite a bit right now, but if I do this, then I can do that, and they'll be at the limit. So they'll take very little nutrients. One second here. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, so yeah, the nutrients will be on the close belt here. So we just go like that, like that. This one's not getting access. Oh, it's getting access to the belt at the top, so that's fine. We can do something like that, right? Because it just needs nutrients from this belt. This one needs the eggs and then the nutrients. And this should be a stack size of 1. And we should say like we could do a logistics. We don't have to do a chest there. We could just connect to the logistics network and say if not pentapod eggs, if biochambers are less than, I don't know, like what's a good number, 100? Can't imagine we'll ever use 100. But I mean, rock capacity is 20. 100 seems like 100 is not a bad idea. And then I can also connect it to here and say if pentapod egg is 0, and then just have this read. Yeah, so then that way it'll only insert 1 at a time, and it'll also limit itself to a certain amount of biolabs, so we just don't go crazy with the biolabs. Okay, and then we've got nutrients here. This should be easy enough. And then this here is going to be... This is going to be our... Well, look, we've got a burner right here. Why don't we just shove our spoilage right into the burner? Sure. It's never really going to be full. Should be fine. And then this one's got to say, it's got to read the pentapod belt. I don't know. I just like that one better. Okay. Yeah, not enabled. There we go. Right. So nutrients on this one, pentapods. So only enable when pentapods are greater than, I don't know, what's a good number? Like 16? These need what, 1? And they take 4 seconds. So I think maybe even 8 is fine. 16, 8. We'll go with 8. No, we'll go with 16. And then that way... That should work, theoretically. I think. And then what? Like, I think if we just move this all up, then I can even request nutrients right into here. And it'll pick it up from there if it needs to, but I don't know. I mean, there's nothing too obviously wrong with that, other than the fact that, of course, we need to get the star of the show. We need the pentapods. We need the pentapod eggs on one side. Right, so if I requested the, this also should say, I'm gonna do it the easy way where I just say enable when this stuff is less than, I don't know, 24, because this is using 1 every 4 seconds, so 4, that's like 6 seconds worth, I guess. Maybe 48, whatever. And then this one also read all. Okay, and then now this one, we're just gonna say you're going to request all of the pentapod eggs. For now, this will work. Later, we'd have to build like just a bigger facility with this similar. We're not going to trash unrequested. We're going to request from buffer chest. That's fine. But this is going to be pentapod eggs. For now, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to enable it. Because yeah. Right? I feel like I could do something just kind of decent here where I just say like this on or off. And then that way I can just say like, well, no. I'm not going to turn this on or off. This should always be requesting all of them. And if this is basically saying you'll put them on that belt if you're greater than 0, and if not, if you're 0, then you're just going to request them and you're just going to burn them right away. Or maybe that's not a great idea because then I'm disabling the biochamber building. She's like, nah, it's... I think what I do instead of that is similarly just say... like if I want to build science or not, right? Like that's the only thing I'm looking at is like, it's gonna be times when I maybe don't want to build science. Nah, forget. I always want to build science. No problem there. So we'll just always be requesting them, and they'll always go on the belt. And then when there's too much, they'll just get burned. And there should constantly be a cycle of them because we'll be building the agriculture science. I don't know. That's where I'm like kind of like, wait, maybe it's possible we get full on agricultural science and then we fill up all the storage chests and then we're not consuming them, but then they will sit inside the biochambers and spawn. So I don't know. Maybe there's some merit to something like that where, well, I can't really do that there, but I don't know, maybe I could do it here. Yeah, sort of, kind of in a jank way. I could do it by setting filters. So I just say if science is on, then kind of want like a different enable disable condition. Maybe something where I'm like looking at both this and this and saying, oh, putting a green one only if bioflux is less than 48 and science is greater than 0. Then give me a signal to request. Right? So then, but I guess I'm like, oh, well, what if I have some in there and they get left in there? Maybe I could set the recipe by... I think that's probably a way to do it, actually. That'd probably be like the easiest way to do it. What am I doing? I don't need this. All I need is this, like I had before, and just say this stuff is less than 48, then sure. And then who cares? I might spoil some on there. But then this, set recipe, I don't need to include. And then that way, if I turn this off, then it should dump them. It doesn't have a way to dump them yet. And I'm not checking for spoilage. But I could probably easily do that here, like we're checking on that belt, but if I just say, look, you got copper? No. You got spoilage? Boom. Put it in the burner. No problem. But then for these, like... Oh, I actually don't even have an out for this, the actual science. I wasn't even thinking about that. Sure. Okay. So this should then only be the science. I mean, that could actually be anything. Like that could be an active provider chest at the end of this. And then just request the space science where I want the space science. That's fine. Right, and that shouldn't be an issue. And then if I turn it off, it should just dump the ingredients. And then if I have a that kind of chest there, just so that I can move that one in. This looks better. There. I think that's a working design. Now I just have to get nutrient. Okay, so I got nutrients. Nutrients should be coming in here. I think we should be good. Now we just... Okay. Okay, I think we're good. But like I said before, getting pentapods going... Before we get pentapods going, I need to redo smelting. And we need to get rockets going, so we need engines, which is part of redoing smelting. Right? I should probably have some turrets over here. But like, where should we do smelting? We just do it down here? Yeah. Right, so then we got foundries. And if we say get molten iron. I don't have calcite actually. Should be shipping calcite out. Volcanus? Is it Volcanus or is it Volcanus? I don't know. How much can we fit? So 1,000 is probably decent. And we kind of also, yeah, we should easily be able to fit that. That's not a problem. Cool. Yeah, and it's gonna go pick that up here right away. Falgora doing its thing. Not the one that sounds like a butt. Are you sure? I mean, okay, so we gotta limit. Hey, what's going on over here? We gotta limit this. It's getting super full. So I think what we do is we just connect this to the logistics network and say only enable if this is less than, I don't know, 4,800. So we don't want to just fill up all our chests full of that stuff. I do want to be shipping this out because I know it's useful. How long does this last? 2 hours, so... Okay, so we really need to redo this and get engines going, like, right away. We got full lube. Okay. So... we'll get the calcite. Thankfully, it doesn't give us rocks. And then we're going to cast iron. That's going to give us 3.5 per second. We just like speed this up a little bit. 140. That's, I mean, power is not an issue. Nice. Thank you, Fulgora. In fact, why don't we keep going? Come on, Folgy. Yeah, we're gonna have to wall this whole entire thing off at some point, but for now, I should just put a turret or two down over here. Nothing wrong with that. That should keep us protected, right? Volcan us. Yes, the Volcan us. Right, so then if we do something ridiculous like 4 speed modules, they will do nothing to the big pods. Yeah, you make a good point. And we got to keep that in mind. And I want to try to race to rockets as soon as possible, which is... Oh, I don't need that there anymore. I want to race to get the rockets and set up like a proper wall with rockets, uranium ammo, I think, in turrets, like rocket turrets, regular gun turrets with uranium ammo, laser turrets, and Tesla turrets. I think that's the only way to really do it. Because, like, these guys are... They only actually have resistance to laser, but those are just those guys, right? But anyways, so this would need 24, but if we stack that up, then it would need 75. Rail guns, I don't have those yet. Those are, I'm guessing those are on, yeah, those are a little bit advanced. Ooh, railgun damage. Yeah, the railgun is after cryogenic, so that's after the next planet. A kilo, yeah, so we actually need rockets for that, and asteroid processing, carbon fiber, all those good glebby goobers. Okay, so if we're looking at this and we think like we could make, can we make a full belt with these? That's just over 30, which would be 150, 222. So realistically, I think we could, if we did something like this, then it might actually make sense too. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I could see it. Now, am I going to be producing 6.5? Ooh, 15. Am I going to be producing 30 per second? How much am I producing? 3 per second. No, I'm not going to be producing that much. If I'm producing 3 per second times 8, that's 32 entirely. So actually, no, I am producing about that amount. But I think... we also need steel, which this is only going to produce about 2, so we can pretty much get like a half belt. And then molten copper, similarly, we can pour copper plates. We can pour a lot of low density structures here. Oh, yeah, my bad. Derp. Thanks, Astro. So we don't actually need like that much copper. We kind of need, yeah, the low density structures, we're definitely going to need those, which is going to be a lot of plastic, which is totally cool here. All right, so I'm just trying to get some ratios into play and think like, how can we get some engines going? Because we need lots of engines. Right, like we can get a little circuits thing going here, and then probably scale up and get now we need everything. So it's like, do we bother with trying to build it here, or do we just import it? Like, we got lots of concrete, that's not a problem. We can get the pipes here and the steel. But then we need, right, like the steel here is like 12 per second. That's not a problem at all. We do need iron, straight up. But do we need that much? Probably not. Could we do... And then what? Like, do we just do like a minibus where... Yeah, do I want to build the infrastructure now? Like, not really, actually. Although I think it would be wise to get low-density structures here. So maybe... Like, I think I maybe have... But I also have lube here. And I have basically unlimited metal, right? So pretty sure I put electric engines on a bus, didn't I? Yeah, right here. And I also put them in box. So I have 460. Maybe I should say 2000. Nothing wrong with that. And then this 2200. Cool. And then just import them from Novice. And that's what, 800? And then how much did each one of these cost? 200. So that's actually pretty darn easy. And similarly, like the steel, we definitely want the steel here. That's easy enough. We just get 12 per second steel, like just like that. Boom. And that's almost perfect. That's 224 being used. So, but then we definitely want low density structures. We want a little bit of copper too. Like, don't get me wrong. We do want some copper. I don't know, it's not going to be the prettiest of builds, I guess. Right, and then we got steel. I'm probably just, I don't know, I'm doing a lot of bot-based stuff here. So if steel's less than 2,000, then slam her in there. And then this can just save 4,800, sure. Most of it's stored in another chest, so that's not gonna be an issue. Oh, I guess this should really, whatever, we can do something like this for now. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna give her. How much will this make? 0.45 per second. So I don't know, maybe like this isn't such a great idea. And maybe we could do something more like this. Because what is a rocket uses what, 50? Something like that. And if this is 0.45 per second, like we want to be able to launch rockets pretty quick, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we can always have multiple of these. This is gonna need 66, so one of these will fill this, right? Oh yeah, 66.6 is like... Yeah, I do actually, I have a decent amount, so that's a good point. We can just keep steel there, that's fine. I think I'm good with steel. Actually, now all of a sudden I'm not good with steel. Whatever. Get rid of that for now. That's fine. We can move steel down just to here. And then we can have iron there. And you can even just like jump across and do some backflips and stuff. Like, no big deal. Alright, like no problem at all with this. Just some simple production to get started. And then we also need, well, we can request both in the same box. Calcite, iron ore. That should be it. Like, that's right. And then we're gonna just get plates, get steel. Plates are gonna stop right away because we're already full on plates over here, which these can actually just be discontinued at this point, especially this one. And then we got low density structures, and I think that's something like this. You can just straight up, so cool. Pipes, anything we want. Oh, am I not making tungsten? I must be making tungsten, yeah. Oh. How did you run out of ammo? Oh, it's just getting it up there is slow. Just using a lot of ammo. It's understandable. It was going fast. It was going real fast. Anyways. Okay. We still making plays over here. This was supposed to be the molten iron. I think that's connected right where it needs to be. Oh, and this one is connected right where it doesn't need to be. Well, we can just do this. That's fine. Right, and then nope, that's a bit of an issue. Just to there. Fine. That's where I wanted it anyways. That's not gonna work either. Alright, be difficult. Go ahead. See how I like it. I don't. You jerk. Have to do something like this. Just seems really ugly. Or maybe just one back. That's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. So this, we can probably just, yeah, copy paste that right into there. And this we can just put 1,000. And this can just be 50. Request from buffer chests. Similarly, this can be 50. And this can be 1,500. Request from buffer chests. There you go. And then now we just need to get plastic in and low densities out. Right, and then just a buffer chest here. Filter, low densities. When low density structure is less than 1,000. I don't know. Maybe we should put 2,000? I don't think it matters. And you're gonna request 1,000 plastic. And we're all gonna be happy. And we should use some modules here. This one doesn't really need anything except maybe, I don't know, a couple productivities, sure. Yeah, that's more than enough for all of that. And these can probably just be, I don't think we need all of these. Yeah, in fact, that's all we need. Right, and this is making just enough for that. And we can't really max that out even more. Maybe we can. Like, by putting one speed module in here, and in here. Which would mean we need, we actually can beaconize this too. Like, there's a spot here. I just didn't. And then, I don't know, efficiency module it up. And see if this needs 100, this needs 300. So what if I then just slap that in there? That's not quite gonna make 300. So this is also at the limit, so maybe I put in one of these. That's still gonna be at the limit? No, but I think that's the play. Because that's 93, 93, and 93, which is like 189. 279, actually. Oh, that's pretty damn close, right? 90, 90 is 180, plus 90 is 270, and the 3 threes is 9, so 279. And we're producing just enough for that. So, cool. Already getting a nice little stash of those. Oh, and why is this over here and that's over there? I'm not moving it. I didn't do it. That's fine. Okay. So that's good. That's a pretty cool little setup there. Yeah, and we're golden here. We got lots of power. We have green circuits. We have pipes. We don't need this anymore. Actually, we do need to build a copper one. We didn't do that yet. So that's why I left this open, right? 100%. Totally on purpose. This one actually goes there, and this one is molten copper. Right? And then we just get a requester. We could probably beaconize this too. Oh yeah, no problem. And that way we could just slap some efficiency in there, sure. And then yeah, I mean, this is gonna give us like 7 per second, 7.5 per second, which is, and that's out of 25, so we're barely using any of that. So maybe we can do something like this where, you know, just because we have so much of it, because that's gonna make almost 100, and this is 25, 50, and we just speed module this one, and we definitely don't need that amount of speed modules yet again. I think it's just 2. Yeah, it's just 2. And we just got to get the copper out and this stuff in. Which I think we just do here, whatever. And then to get the copper out, we just do here. And we consolidate over here. And then we have a buffer chest full of copper. And we just say, hey, look, when copper is less than 3,000, give her. Put her in the box. This can even request all the copper. It'll be 4,800, right? I think we're using up all our copper at this point. This is using 18. This is using 9. Are we producing enough? We should be producing 3 times 8, which is 24. So yeah, we're actually not producing quite enough to fulfill all of my copper desires. But we also are basically full on copper, so that's fine. What is this waiting for? Fluid ingredient shortage? Oh, it's waiting for copper. Right. Oy vey. Whoa. Oops. This one should just be 48 of this and then trash unrequested. That'll fix my problems. Okay, and then there we go. We got metals sorted. Do we have what it takes to build rocket silo. Yeah, we got everything we need. So yeah, that's cool. And where are we gonna launch from? Good question, you might ask. Maybe down here? I mean, this is pretty close to where I'm looking at building science, so... Cool, cool, cool. Alright, alright. Yeah, I think I'd be happy launching rockets from over here. Wow, I got a lot of stuff unrequested, but these are all like Gleba designs. I should put in my Gleba blueprint book. I'm gonna call this one Gleba in a nutshell. This one, basic Gleba. I don't really need that anymore. I'm gonna call this a nutrient machine. And this, calling this my bio flux. It's like a Bowflux, but it's just a bioflux. And Yamako masher. So I should probably re-blueprint those, just because I think I've changed them since then. Biofluxer. To there without the tiles. Yamako masher. I'm cool with that. Oops. Yeah, and this doesn't need to be there anymore. That's fine. Alright, alright. I think I have a new nutrient machine too. I'm just gonna go ahead and blueprint that. This I actually don't need anymore either. Oops. And this I didn't even blueprint yet. This is gonna be my jelly masher. Sure. Guess I should be consistent and just give this the same biochamber name. Yeah, like I don't know what this one was really for. It's kind of a, I don't know, just a starter thing. I'm gonna just keep it though for now. I still have no use for this. I guess I should maybe just put this into the network. Yeah, and then that way I can just like, ooh, can't quite reach? Well, there you go. Only when lube is less than, I don't know, 40,000 will you kick on and do stuff. Still have like mass quantities of nutrients, so that thing is definitely keeping up. And how many robots do we have now? Construction, we got lots of robots, so that's good. Do we have a right, like if I put it there, not quite. If I put it there and there, then I could fit 2 in a tile. Ah, nice, we got 1 already. And then I can just do like that and a beacon. Like that. And put productivity. Oh, speed in the beacon and productivity in the actual rocket silo. And then request the rocket silo goodies from buffer chest. Crash and requested. And then these things will actually automatically request what they need to send up to space, right? So I think that's I think that's it. Yeah, that's 8 rockets. I think that's good for a good start. And then we need our Einstein Express. I don't know, wasn't super happy with Einstein because he got hurt not too long ago, but whatever. You should add Gleba now and say all requests satisfied and circuit condition green is equal to 1. Item count greater than 100. And there you go. Then you'll go to novice after Gleba. Is that kind of correct? No. Like, I guess so. I guess you could go novice, Vulcanus, Gleba, novice, Fulgora, novice, Vulcanus, Gleba, novice, Fulgora, right? Instead of going Gleba to Fulgora to novice, which I guess is a little bit more direct, but it's like I kind of want to just go to novice when they're all 15,000. Yeah, so like as soon as you pick up the stuff that's gonna spoil, yeah, you definitely don't want to do, you want to do this. And I've got a 30 seconds past in there, but I don't think that's necessary. What is he waiting on right now? Oh, I think I just turned him off, actually. Because, like, I wasn't doing anything. Let's just go science export. Because, yeah. He's picking up all of the inner science. I'm just going to call it inner planet science. Just that. And then 2,000 for right now, at least. And that's basically going to be full. He's not a big one. And then the first thing I want is, well, not really tree seeding, but like kind of. Efficiency module, carbon fiber I think is one we need. And asteroid reprocessing. Carbon fiber is what gets us to turrets, which is what the other one that we need. And then what the hell, let's get trees. Because now they should kind of just slowly fill themselves up, and now it's time to start building science. Give me your eggs. You don't have any eggs? Like, come on. Wow, here you are. Should be plenty of eggs, right? 14. Get prime the system, get it started. And I also have to get this in here with, I don't know, like 200, 400, 500. Oh, and I need to get water in here, actually. It's obviously important, otherwise it's not going to work. Water's where? Up here? Can I just bring it down, or should I just bring it across? I think I'll just bring it down. Okay, and then how do we get this out here? We could go something like this, I think. That'll connect the water. There we go. Okay, so now we just need the pentapod eggs. And then we just watch and see if it works. This should be Bioflux 100, sure. This should be the pentapod eggs. Nah, like totally full. Okay, and then we need nutrients. And let's just get 200 in there. It's probably way too much, but I don't know, maybe 100. I guess I'm not really controlling this the way that I was with the rest of them, which I probably should. And just say nutrients 75, that's fine. Set requests, read this, hold all, oops. Take nutrients times by -1 and output nutrients. Okay, there we go. And then just delete that request for now. And then right now we've got way too much. 140, yeah. So then how do I get my science out? So okay. Okay, so now it's actually building. We're getting, I think we should have these building too? No? Oh yeah, because I'm not requesting these just yet. Cool. I think I actually just want a buffer chest here. Yeah, like this could be the science buffer chest of 9600 science, and then just trash anything that's unrequested. Now the issue is we need to fill a rocket. Like how long does the science last for? 1 hour. Okay, so there's should be lots of time for us to actually use it. But still, like it's not making it fast. Are they all working? They seem to be all working. Are these all working? Not really. There's like just not enough nutrients going on. Should I just like request 1,000? Should I just build one of these and just have it like, because even this is like, this is not quite outputting onto the belt at full. It's just not getting enough of this. So maybe we just put this up to 200 because we got lots of this. So like, yeah, let's get this up to 500. There we go. That's definitely much more like a full belt. But then yeah, like do I just take this and put this like over here? Just add another one so that it's not such a far fly over here. I mean, nutrients are basically free, right? So yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome how it just starts itself. Yeah, and that should just help it be a little bit closer to full belt. Makes me think maybe I should move this one over. And then just have a full belt coming in here. Or, oops. It's kind of the perfect spot for it. Or just like go like that. Right? And then I think I just take this out and put it like over there. Oh, that's so ugly. Makes me want to just move this. Maybe I could move this, but then I'm going to have a bunch of pentapods, but it should be okay, right? I should be able to just pick this up and move it over. Just do it. Just do it. Totally good. And then if I just ditch those and the science packs. It's filling up with science. Here we go. There we go. That's what we need to see. In fact, injecting it from both belts is probably a good idea because of the massive amount. But yeah, now it's actually moving. It's actually working all of them at the same time, so... Cool. Yeah, and then I think I can actually remove this. Oh, keep that going. Keep it going. Direct nutrient injection. That's what I like to see. Okay, I think we actually... Yeah, we got 1,000 of it. Freshness is at 71%. That means we've been waiting for 15 minutes here. But man, like we got this. Yeah, we're just burning the trash. That's pretty cool. I'm digging it. Seems to be working just fine. This should probably be like on the other side of this. We could put this here, and we could put this here, and then we could put this here. I don't even think we need this. Keep that going. Yeah, that should just help just a little bit to make sure that they actually go around the circle before being picked up and thrown into the trash. Cool, Terry. Yeah, I'm gonna log off here right away too. So, yeah, man, good hanging out with you. See y'all next time, Terry. We got space science. We got Gleba science going. So, major gains. Super awesome playing, hanging out with you guys. See you next time. Oh, I'm off for the weekend. I'm out. I'll still try to post a couple of videos over the weekend. But yeah, that's it. That's all. I will, in fact, you know, I'll call it right now as well. Cool, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate it. Love it. I love making videos, and I'm going to try to get a couple more tutorials out. Maybe one before I go out for the weekend. Got a little mini holiday going on, but maybe not. I'm going to redo the train video for the final time with the newest and most recent finalized blueprint. But yeah, we got some things going on. So, you know, we'll see you fairly soon. Monday, I'll be back on with the live stream, so. Speaking of which, that is it. That's all, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And I do have a Discord link in the description if you're kind of a Discord community kind of person. You can definitely hit me up there. Always happy to hang out, chat about Factorio and stuff like that. But yeah, that was something I definitely needed to do. Oops. But yeah, so anyways, we'll have a good night. I'll log off and we'll continue on finishing off Gleba in when things happen. Oh, we actually do need this here. There we go. All right. Okay, for third and final time or sixth time or whatever. So see ya, and have a good night. All right. right? I mean, right? Like, yeah, pretty cool actually to see it all running. I had to come back. I was like, Exo Green, my man. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see it all just doing the things that it does. Just Gleba being Gleba, and we got it up in a big way, and we got pentapod eggs. The excess being burnt. It's really cool. It's actually a really cool planet. I love the style of it, where it's just continuing, like everything's circling, like the circle of life kind of vibes, you know. And yeah, we now have like full steel, full copper, all of the resources that we need just from plant garbage, and all of the excess trash is being burnt. Ooh, we got lots of seeds. We should probably put the amount of seeds that we're keeping down. Probably gonna need more bots, because yeah, bots are they're just flying all over the place, moving garbage around, and you know, but it's really cool. We're gonna get rockets, and then we're gonna rocket this place up and build a big old wall around it. And yeah, that's all gonna be next time. I think that's gonna be priority number 1, and then it's gonna be rebuilding, fixing up Novice, getting this thing up to date. Oh man, it's been so long since I haven't seen this. They're really growing outside there. Yeah, in a big way. So yeah, I'm stoked about it. We'll have to see you next time, and stay safe, be friendly, all those good things. Have a good night. Bye again for the 17th time. Exo green. I've just like literally been watching. I completely forgot to actually stop the stream, so this is like the 8th time I'm saying goodbye, I guess. I was just watching it. I was like, man, look, check it out. It must definitely yeah, it must be some like reducing the efficiency based on the spoilage. That must be happening because I had more than enough to get rocket turrets, and yeah. Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen my little science build with all of the beautiful full lines of colors of all of the science of the rainbow and more. But yeah, so I've just been just chilling here, just looking at it all function, and yeah, we've almost got that back. I'm kind of tempted to make the science go just from Gleba, like to make one ship that goes from Gleba and Novice and just back and forth, because like it just kind of seems kind of logical to just have one ship that does the spoilage stuff back and forth from Novice where I need it. Like same with Bioflux, I'm probably only going to need it on Novice, I think. But then again, it is about to yes, I think I just need to also create this group here where I say, look, after Gleba, go to Novice. Just do it inactivity of 30 seconds, which is what this one should say, inactivity of 30 seconds. Nice, 150 ton. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea, which I might visit. This one's 167 tons, so, but I could probably chop some out of it if I wanted to. How many engines did you have, Exo, on your delivery ship? Let's see here. Circuit condition. Green equals 1. Item count. Remove the walls, and that's like 4 tons. Yeah. Greater than 100. Yeah, so that way it'll go to Gleba. I think just 3. Yeah, that makes sense. Not enough to fill one rocket. On the way is 1,000, and then it's waiting for the other 2,000. So I mean, in the quantities that we're producing right now on Gleba, like this ship works. But I think I could get something basically the same. Like this one's pretty tight, right? Like 167, that's not too far off. Although, like, that's not too far off, but I feel like it could get a bit smaller. It's pretty small, but I feel like it could get a bit smaller. It'd be nice to have one more gun maybe up front. But that's why I'm like, well, maybe I just slap another Einstein Express, like the same ship, and that can be my Gleba hauler that brings science and other stuff that spoils the flabbergaster, the whatchamacallit. Oh, oops. I don't want to fill that right full. That's all gonna spoil right away. But I want to... Ooh, legendary collectors. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of problems over here. Is this not being filtered, this spoilage? Oh, it is. But we're using that, so that's why it stays on that side. But I should also say, like, oh, I can't quite reach there. I can't quite reach there. I can't stop. I'm like Factorio addicted. I can reach there. Yeah, sorry. What? Sorry me. Sorry my wife. Yeah, I better go. I just kind of like want to watch just one more. On the way is 1,000. All right. It's gonna be a good weekend, so I'm gonna have a nice little vacay and save the game, exit now. Okay, EXO, as always, fun chilling. Looking forward to it next time. Looking forward to Monday. But yeah, for reals. All right, bye bye.